Hello and Assalamualaikum, especially to my lecturer, Madam Zaizatul Zafina Muhammad Zaki. My name is Muhammad Izzat Amir bin Zulkifli, and the topic or activity that I choose for the ECW 445 project is to create and analyze compost at home using kitchen waste. The reason why I choose this topic is because of the situation that our country is being dealt with, which is related to the COVID-19. In this situation, we, the people, are not encouraged to go outside without any solid purpose. For this topic and activity, the material required is kitchen waste and a few gardening tools. Example of kitchen waste is rotted vegetable and fruit peeling, while for the gardening tools is pot and shovels. Both of these main material is available at my home. Therefore, there is no need for me to go outside to buy things or to find new things for me to conduct the project. Lastly, in this video, you will see the preparation, the process, and also the final result of this project, which either it will be successful or unsuccessful. Enjoy!
This is the kitchen waste that I use for the composting mix, which consists of raw and excess vegetable such as green bean and cabbage. The first step is to cut all the vegetation waste into small pieces. It's because a large particle requires a high and longer time to break down. Next, we go to the second step in the composting process, which includes several gardening tools such as shovel. The other material is dry leaf. Dry leaf is a carbon-rich material which helps to retain the moisture and heat and also improve the air circulation within the layer inside the pot. Therefore, it will help to speed up the growth of the bacteria for the composting process. Next is vegetation waste. Vegetation waste is high in nitrogen, which will help to activate the heat process needed to ensure and increase the growth of bacteria inside the pot. Substrate soil. Substrate soil is one of the common gardening soil. It will help to keep the bad smell away and also will fasten the composting process. Substrate soil will introduce the correct bacteria to fasten the composting process. Clay pot. Clay is the best material to be used as a container for the composting process. It is because the clay will help to keep the optimum temperature for the bacteria growth, while the hole will improve the circulation of air and water inside the pot. Firstly, put the dried leaf on the bottom of the pot as the first layer. Next, put the substrate soil on top of the dried leaf as the second layer. The soil needs to be compressed in order to ensure all the elements come to contact to each other. The third layer is the vegetative waste. Then put the dried leaf again as the fourth layer on top of the vegetative waste. Lastly, cover the layer with the substrate soil. Again, compress the layer to ensure that all the layers will come into contact into each other. Place a tray below the pot to avoid any water leakage. Next, we water the composite mix until it fully drowned. Lastly, cover the pot. So here is the final result of our composting activity. As you can see here, most of the ingredients such as the vegetative waste and dried leaf have been decomposed. However, if you look closely, you can see that the ingredient was not decomposed 100%. It is because due to the short period of the composting process. Normally, it will take more than 1 month for the ingredient to decompose completely. Here is the final look of our composting mix, and it also are good enough to be used in gardening plant.